Okay, so now we have answered the question, what is the income tax, Social Security tax? A couple more questions, what is Medicare tax and what is the net income tax? And I have all of those questions answered for at least one occupation. You get to go back and solve for, this will be great practice, solve for the income tax for each of the occupations. Okay, so that'll just be a great opportunity for you to create a formula, to think about the tax brackets and identify a tax bracket to use and the formula. So great opportunity to practice what you've learned. Next, we're going to go ahead and calculate the average. So I'll click on the cell that I want to figure out what the average is. So I want to know what the average annual income is for all of the occupations. So it looks like there's 20 occupations. Well, how I can do this is I can go up to, I'm on my home tab, on my home ribbon. There's an auto sum button, and right next to it is a drop down arrow. Go ahead and click on it and choose average. Once you do that, Excel selects the cells that we're going to perform the calculation on. And all you have to do is press enter. And we use a function, which is a predefined formula. So I clicked on the cell that has the value, which is cell C36. And here's my function, equals average, parentheses, C16 through C35, parentheses. So that's a formula. I let Excel do it for me. So it's like taking the total of the annual income and dividing it by 20. And that's how you would calculate the average. But we let Excel do it for us. Then I can use my fill handle. Here's my cell that has the formula. I can click on the fill handle and drag it all the way across. Alrighty. Once I finish the rest of the income tax, this number down here will be different. Alrighty. And then if I want to find out what the highest annual income is, then I can use a function, a predefined formula. I'll click on the cell C36. I'll go back up on my home ribbon, click the drop down arrow next to auto sum and choose max. That gives me the highest number in that column. And I'm not going to include the average, so I'll select cells C16 through C35, and then I press enter. And that's how I get the highest number. So the maximum function returns the highest value in a selected cell range. And then I can use my fill handle and copy the formula across. And then again, I want to see what the lowest annual income is. I'll click on the cell for minimum. That would be C38. Go back to my home ribbon, choose the drop down arrow, and I'm going to choose min for minimum. And that's the minimum function. It's the min function. And I want to make sure I just select my cell range, which includes only the annual salaries. I just click and drag with that big white plus, and then press enter. And here you go. The lowest salary is $40,800. And then I can copy that formula all the way across. Alrighty. So using functions, they're predefined formulas in Excel, and it's a really quick way to perform calculations. I hope this was helpful.